their backbone.
Oh, B.A., I don't expect to see many easy buckets between these two defenses. They're disciplined, hardworking, and gritty. And, of course, they make you work for everything.
And the starting group for the Celtics. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And
oh, wow!
Look out!
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Here's Simons. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie.
And I like the mix of power and agility Ball uses inside. One way or another, he's going to get a shot.
Here's Simons, and that one is stuffed right through.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. No doubt, Anthony Simons has shown he can be a 20-point-per-game scorer in this league.
Yeah, the shooting is great. He's a natural at finding his shot, but he'll be targeted at the other end. That's where he's got to improve.
Tatum, good.
Tatum has the skill offensively to pull up whenever he sees fit.
Hunter can't get it to go.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Brown looking around. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kata. And that one drops.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Pass the ball. Shot to stop the run. And he lays it in. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Simons passes to Kata. And that one is hammered home.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Tatum with the block.
And there's Tatum's length showing up at the defensive end. What a play.
And the Celtics tack on 2 more.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
From the high post, Simons' shot is good. Simons got 6.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Brown, that's good.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Grant.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you. Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And how about the agility of Ball, being quick and precise with his movements?
Brown drives in, and the layup falls. Brown's got his second basket.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Back to Simons. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Tatum a screen on Ball. Simons against Ball. Simons left side. Here's Kata. And so it's the Boston Celtics in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Tough to run with. And And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Mobley, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Tatum, pass to Tatum. To the left wing. And Boston again with the bucket.
Smooth looking shot from Tatum. Offensively, he's got everything you're looking for.
Brown with the steal. 3-on-3. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Back to you.
On a mission. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Simons passes to Tatum. A shot from the high post. And Boston again with the bucket.
Well, very few guys take advantage of space in the mid-range like Tatum. He's an assassin from that area.
The three from Ball. The rebound, Celtics. Kid has got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Simons outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. Hey, those second chance points are found money. Tremendous effort there.
Strus against Brown. Outside Tatum. Oh, that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And Cleveland has possession. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
As a passer, Ball has great fundamentals. His timing and accuracy are right on the money.
We'll stand Joe Madrid.
Oh,
get out the way!
Goodness.
Get out the way!
Awesome. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Brown against Strus. The shot's good. Brown's got 9.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Pass to Simons. 41 seconds left to play in the half. Three-pointer. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
Yeah, we're seeing Simons unleashed on offense. He's in a groove, and his team is helping to keep him in it.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Brown. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Six to shoot. Another shot. No good there. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter, 3 for the game. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
They're thinking about the shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Simons in at the 1. And a nice finish on the layup. Mitchell's got 6. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, looking at the Eastern Conference this season, as much uncertainty as I can remember with regard to the pecking order, with injuries shifting the balance of power, things very much up in the air. And there's some up-and-coming teams seeming to sense an opportunity to make their move.
Something to watch. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Darius Garland, he's checked in for Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Garland's the 3, and the 3-pointer goes. Garland's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Boucher a screen on Garland. Up top, Pritchard, guarded by Garland. Takes the 3, and the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Fires from deep, on target from range. Garland's got his second basket of the game.
When Garland finds a three-point shot, he takes it, supremely confident in his abilities.
Here's Hauser. Good on the shot. And the Celtics lead by 17.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
Pass to Wade. Back to Garland. Lets a floater go. And that one drops for him. Garland's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Body control so important to the success of the floater from Garland.
Pritchard, no good. And it's Cleveland's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
And Grant, the Achilles tear for Jason Tatum, derailing the Celtics' attempt to defend their 2024 title.
Yeah, so hard to overcome losing your best player. Thankfully, this team has the depth to remain competitive in his absence.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back over to you, Brian.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Hauser outside. Fires the 3. Nails it from 3. Hauser's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
Garland, no good.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
And the shot goes down. And the Celtics lead by 17. The Cavaliers have gotten 6 of 8 shots to go and looking good since the break. Here's Garland. It's good. Garland's got 15.
And what a night for Garland. He does this every once in a while. It just explodes. Outside Pritchard.
54 seconds left in the third. Soft touch off the glass. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter. The Cavaliers have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Garland, no good. Boston leading by 17. Let's go with a 3. The shot off that time. Nance with a screen on Pritchard. Garland, the pass to Nance. Shoots over Pritchard. And stolen by Boucher. And that one's good. Boucher's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Outside Pritchard. Puts up a deep 3. And so it's Boston out in front by 19 going into the break. Their efficiency. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. Evan Mobley out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Pritchard against Garland. Pass to Hauser. Here's the pick. Here's the 3. And the three-pointer goes.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Matching the triple from the other end, Garland is game.
Pritchard surviving the D. The 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Finished off the break. Pritchard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
Here's Mobley. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Minot, guarded by Garland. Here's Boucher for 3. He can't get it to go.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
So Boston ends up going with a new group. Tatum drives in.
That's a big-time move by Jason Tatum. I don't know how many style points you give him on that one.
Mobley, a screen on White. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 24.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Pass to Mobley. Shot from 12. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Simons with it. He's picked up by Garland. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. On the wing, Strus. Puts up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Brown with the stuff.
A big athletic finish by Brown, polishing off the lob pass with authority.
Here's Garland. is good. Garland's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Celtics.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Jason Tatum.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
And Anthony Simons has grown his reputation, but he still flies a little under the radar, Stan.
BA, he hasn't been in high visibility situations, like an epic playoff game that puts you on everyone's map. But opponents sure fear him and respect him.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Simons, and he slams it in one-handed.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And so it's Boston with it. Simons outside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
At the line for the Celtics.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Tatum. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team
and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. It's tipped and taken away by Johnson. Knocks it loose. The dive for the ball. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Kenny Atkinson. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can work with defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Young after the made shot from Evan Mobley. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Now Young, after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. Young's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket is good.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Young finds Reza Shea. Back to Young. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Misses the 3. Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here's Garland for 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's to Porzingis, and he could not get that one to go. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
2 shots.
What constituted the original personal foul? Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double-checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here is Young after the miss from Evan Mobley. Inside, and Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now, here's Garland. And the shot is good. Garland's got 6 points.
Well, that's how you use the floater. Darius Garland gets into his bag.
Young. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. And good that time.
That mid-range J right in his wheelhouse. Nicely done.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. The The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this." Guys, back to you.
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Garland with the bucket.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Cavaliers with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Hunter sets a screen for Garland. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And boy, when Hunter's aggressive, good things seem to happen for him and his team.
And the slam dunk by Johnson.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Johnson, covered by Hunter. Porzingis with a screen on Garland. Just 5 on the clock. From the arc, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 8.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cavaliers. He got into... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the 1. Garland, Daniels with the steal. Young with the ball. Guarded by Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Pass to Rizachet. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Young. Here he goes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And on the drive, Young can be so sudden, the defense barely gets a chance to react.
Here's Mitchell. Porzingis with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
Outside Garland. Mobley is screened. Now, here's Garland. Tight defense on him. Pass to Hunter. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks leading. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that kick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Mitchell. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's because of the size and strength of Mitchell. If you're going to foul him, you've got to make sure it's so good that he can't get the N1.
Hey, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
The Hawks have gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. But
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Young's shot is good.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And here's Garland for 3. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Boy, defensively, you deserve to get torched from deep. If you leave him that open, my goodness.
Young inside, guarded by Garland. And a wide open look for Daniel. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 3. The drive by Garland. The shot's good. Now that's 17 points for Darius Garland. Young against Garland. He takes it in. Young, good.
And this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Garland. They set the pick. Porzingis with the block. Johnson outside. And he drives in. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Here's Mitchell. That one misses. Excellent D there by Johnson. Left side, Daniel. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniel. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Oh, big time play!
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Nance dishes a Porter. And teams are always looking for positional size. Doris, where is that most valuable?
If you look across the league today, Kevin, it's at every single position. Size and skill as a combination is very tough to beat, and teams are getting bigger and more skilled across positions now.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. To the inside, Alexander Walker.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And that one drops. Okongwu's now got his first bucket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Ball. That one a little long. And the Hawks with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. driving the lane. Here's Krejci. No scoring in this one. Stolen by Ball. Here's Nance. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Boy, if you would let Larry Nance Jr. carve out that kind of space, turn the lights out.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Krejci. Pocket 6. Going inside, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Ball, no good. Atlanta leading by 5. Pass to Krejci. A 3-ball, and the 3-ball is good. Krejci's got 5 points in the quarter.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now, Okongwu. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's Allen on the wing. Still scoreless. Here's Allen. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Well, how about the touch inside from Jared Allen? This guy has got such length and mobility. You add that touch and look out, folks. He's going to be tremendous.
Over to the wing. Okongwu down low. He's covered by Ball. The shot by Okongwu, no good. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Nance. Rebound by the Hawks. Stolen by Ball. Sweet move. Okongwu grabs the board. Here's Gay. Covered by Nance. That one goes. Count it. Gay's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA. As we see it right there on display.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks, the small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Three-pointer, Daniels. Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Mitchell. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Reza Shea wide open. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson sets the screen for Young. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the paint, here's Johnson. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And a deep 3 from Garland. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Young taking his time here. launches from deep. It's rebounded by Cleveland. It's Garland. And no good. Good defensive work there by Young. Pass to Daniel.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
The crossover. Young drives in, and he figures it out with the lay-in.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Garland against Young. Shoots the three. Drained from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. How about Darius Garland? He's young, but he is fearless, folks.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that. Wow, Donovan Mitchell simply fearless when his team is in need.
Young outside. Mobley with the block.
Shooters have got to be careful and understand Evan Mobley is an elite shot blocker. He's going to let you feel him now, guys.
Here's Hunter. Johnson rips down the board.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Young with the ball. Garland picks him up. Young against Garland.
So clever at creating contact. Young looks to shoot it so often, which really forces defenders to overcommit at times.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love to see it, guys. Step in nice, calm, cool, and collected, and knock the free throws in.
Garland is doubled, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
It will be a jump ball.
Garland against Young. Into the lane. Outside Porzingis. Now Johnson. 4 on the clock. And there's the dunk.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Now Young. From way back. And so the Hawks take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
here tonight. A good old-fashioned conference rivalry, Legs.
There's nothing wrong with teams disliking each other, and I think we've got that here tonight. It's been abundantly clear over the years. I would not be surprised if things got a little chippy tonight.
Ooh, that's what we're here for, baby.
I'm ready for it.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Porzingis in at the 5.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Johnson. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
White for 3. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Young against White. Porzingis with a screen on White. Here's Young. 5 to shoot. Outside Rizachet. Here's Porzingis. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And that's why he's the unicorn. Never know what kind of magic Porzingis will pull out.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Young after the basket by Boston. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, there's Trey Young getting it done inside.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. From deep three-point land. Rebound Atlanta.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Brown. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Young with it. He's guarded by White. Young on the attack. And the shot goes in. Young's got 6 points.
The quicks off Trey Young. He gets to the rim at will. Better come with help side defense.
Simons against Daniels. With some arc. And Porzingis with the block. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Simons against Young. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Outside Tatum. Looking to win the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Young against White. With the floater. Young with the bucket. Give him 8 points now.
And such a skillful shooter. Young going with the gentle make.
And finished off by Tatum.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
Young inside. He's guarded by White. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And Trey Young's attitude on the floor is so striking. He's got this unbreakable edge to him. He's you can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Young on the attack. Porzingis up top. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. 6 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Simons deciding where to go with it. And down it goes. 2 points. Tatum's got 7.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Porzingis with a screen on White. Here's Young. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Daniels and Risache out on the...
Whoa! Oh, wow! Out in the open, Brown's the guy you want finishing a break.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. BA, back to you.
He's come a long way. All right, Allie, thank you. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Jacks up a 3. Tatum pulls it in. The Celtics with the lead. Lets it fly. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 5.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Young. 13 points in the game. Daniels outside. Takes a 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
The floater. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside. And Young has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Pass to Daniels. Young against White. Down low. Here's Porzingis. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside Tatum. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And a youth movement for this Hawks roster. What went into that tip?
Well, first, they climbed 10 spots to get the #1 pick, which led to Zachary Risache. Then the trade of DeJounte Murray, which got them Dyson Daniels.
Oh, nice! Wow. And the defense didn't even see Brown coming, driving in hard and making a statement.
We've got a minute 48 left in the first half. Tatum with a steal. And Boston pushing it up now. And White finishes off the break. Well done.
They keep capturing the lead and giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Boucher's checked in for Boston. Here's Daniels. Pass to Young. We've got 1:23 left in the first half of this game. Inside, it's Trae Young.
It's another big night for Trae Young, a relentless scorer, constantly testing your defense.
Now Brown. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. The Hawks have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Tatum, shot is good.
Yeah, tricky area for some guys, but not Tatum. He can hurt you from mid-range.
White against Young. Daniels passes to Young. Clock at 6. Back to Daniels. There's the 3. Hauled in by Brown. On the wing, Simons. Covered by Daniels. Fires the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Tie game in Boston. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
Well, this is a nice adjustment, running the offense through him tonight. That's a nice little switch-up.
They've got Sam Hauser. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Walsh in at the 3. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Boucher, no good.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Off target with the 3. The Celtics shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And Legs, you think back to a few decades ago, we had some fierce rivalries in this league. What constitutes a rivalry nowadays?
Well, BA, it's much more difficult to find those long-term heated rivalries like years past, and that's primarily because of the parity and player movement that we have in the league now.
Hauser, that's good. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Inside. To the wing on the left. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Alexander Walker's got his first points of the night.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Down low. Here's Boucher. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Krejci. The 3. He buries it from 3. Krejci's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Hauser outside. Uses the glass on the layup. Hauser's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Offensive rebound. Here's Okongwu. Outside, Alexander Walker. The 3. He can't get that one to fall.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Walsh has got his first 3 points of the game. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Okongwu, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Alexander Walker. An easy 2 on the layup.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Boston trailing. Outside Pritchard. Hauser outside. 41 seconds left in the third. With the teardrop. Basket's good. Hauser's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
Pritchard from deep three-point land. Rebound Atlanta.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Pass to Gay. Banked it in off the glass. Gay's gotten his second bucket.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Why not? And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Hawks on top. They lead by 1. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the point guard position.
As this game tightens up, it's even more important to take care of the basketball.
And for Boston, they're shooting at a very efficient 67%. The kick out to White. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
Young from long range. Buries it from 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Tatum inside. Risache covering. Tatum can't hit. The Hawks leading. Left side Johnson. The kick out to Young. Launches a 3. Nice D from Brown. Boston's gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight.
On the drive, Brown can be a nightmare to keep up with. He's got just the right mix of speed and power.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Here's Brown. Ooh, Brown delivers the teardrop.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs. Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Oh, he jammed it!
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've seen that far too often in this game. Very uninspired defensively.
Johnson a screen on White. Young against White. Here's Porzingis. Let's loose for 3. Ooh, the shot misses. Celtics lead by 3. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
Yeah, a lot of pressure in this situation. Not easy to convert those free throws.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Tatum a screen on Daniels. Beyond the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Hawks trail by 4. Yes, sir, it's good.
And how about Daniels embracing the spotlight? He loves hitting these big-time shots.
Now Porzingis. Here's Daniels. Outside Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young! Can't get the 3.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
It's good from beyond the arc.
And when he was younger, Tatum would often try to do it all himself. But now he wants to keep everybody involved. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
White against Young. Porzingis sets a screen. Here goes Dre. Cash it in.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Here's the pass to Brown. Tatum, screen on Johnson. Jaylen Brown. Oh, the long ball, no good. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. 4-point game. And rejected. Simons. Both hands there for a little extra.
This kid has it. Simons big late in the game.
Daniels fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
White with it. From way back. So we see Boston get the win here. Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Eastern Conference, is it fair to say that both the teams we've got in this one are two of the top contenders?
Oh, no doubt. This could be an Eastern Conference Finals preview. In fact, I expect one of these squads to represent the East in the finals.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. The rim protectors standing tall for them, Mobley and Allen. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
Good thing Mobley was right there, ready to get involved and save the play. While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simons from outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Garland looking it over Tatum, and that's off the glass and in.
I really like that shot from Garland. Teams will give up the mid-range these days, so look, why not shoot it and make it?
A 3 from Tatum. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons, and his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
Allen, a screen on White. Garland from deep three-point land. Here's Mobley. The rebound by Caden. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. White. No good on the 3.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
The kick out to Mobley. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Garland against White. Mobley a screen on White. 6 to shoot. A kick out to Mobley. The shot missing. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. For Cleveland, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Brown jams it in.
Was it just me, or was there a little bit extra on that slam by Brown?
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Back to you guys.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Now, Garland. After Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. Hunter kicks to Mobley. Back to Hunter. Stolen by Tatum. 3-on-3. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Want to create a good look? Yeah, just get the ball to Tatum out in space.
And Greg, with the absence of Jason Tatum for the time being, perhaps a hiatus for the Celtics as a title favorite?
Well, not to mention some of the salary cap casualties. It's not the same team that won it all in 24, but in great position once Tatum returns.
Back to Simons. For 3. Traps in the tray.
Oh, crafty play by Simons, working the pick and roll to perfection.
Mobley a screen on White. Garland, no good. Celtics leading by 3. White drives in, and White with the stuff.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
White, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Floats one, and Boston with the rebound.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
To the middle. And Cada gets it to go. Cada's got his second basket of the night.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Celtics shooting their first foul shot of the night. Seven seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Brown with the bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's Boston. Bring it. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. The wing set for him, Mitchell and Hunter. And it's Garland in at the point. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Garland. When it comes to Garland, RJ, what do you like best about his game?
I love that he's a multi-skilled player at the offensive end. He's fast off the bounce and can pull up or kick it out. He creates all sorts of headaches for the D.
Garland, no good. Celtics leading by 10. Bangs home the trifecta. White's got his third bucket of the night.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off. No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Cato. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, and that one is off. Wound up there for Allen. The steal. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Pull up Shea. Tatum goes back up. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And Tatum is someone who takes pride in rebounding.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one falls for Tatum. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow. If we're talking traditional point guards, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Terrific lob, and Tatum takes care of the rest. This is how it's done. Those passes dunk themselves.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It must be nice to have a 7-footer like Mobley that you could just throw pretty much anything up there and he'll go get it.
And Kata gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as this season wore on, but sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Back to Brown. Down low. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mobley's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Simon. And here's Tatum for three. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Poked loose. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And here's Boston. They're on a 17-4 run right now. Brown feeling it out a bit. Wide open shot is on the money. Brown's got 6.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
Mobley has screen on White. Puts it up from 15. Garland, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Garland, no good. Boston's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Tatum's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there, just through activity, Hunter keeps the pressure on the defense.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And both free throws good for Hunter. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Simons from outside. And it's Wade with the rebound. There's Porter with the 3. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for Boston. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We come back right after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
They've got Sam Hauser. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Boucher in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston 5. Pritchard, for a guy who's had tons of hype around him, and despite the injuries, Lonzo Ball has had a nice career in the NBA.
Yes, it hasn't gone exactly the way Lonzo wanted because of injury. But like you said, with all that noise back when he was in high school, I think he's done a very good job just being himself.
Here's Hauser, covered by Nance. 5 on the clock. Here's Minot, and he lays it straight in. Minot's got his first points of the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is the smart play by Ball, staying committed even while getting fouled.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
3-pointer, Pritchard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pritchard's got 5.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning, and that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by Walsh.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd. Here's Boucher off the left rim and out. Cavaliers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. And last season, yet again, 60-plus wins, Greg, for the Celtics. One of the elite teams clearly in the league.
And the only concern was perhaps a tendency towards complacency, but after coming up short last season and with Tatum sidelined, some adversity to spark their competitive fire.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Wade misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
Pritchard against Ball. Another three for Cleveland.
Just total confidence from deep. Ball, he just sinks that shot like it's nothing.
Here's Pritchard. And the shot goes in. Pritchard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
He's not going to back down from anyone. Got to commend the fearless attitude right there.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Boucher's shot is off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A three-pointer is right on target. Cavaliers are going an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Boston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Shoots the three. Porter pulls it in. On the wing, Nance. Just his first attempt. That shot off the mark. And so it's Boston, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for Cleveland, the big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. The highly skilled guard pair of Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 slot. Brown wide open, he fired. It's on target from the high post.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown. It is just another weapon in his arsenal now.
The 3 from Garland. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. That 3 off the mark. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Garland for 3. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Brown outside. For the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Garland against White. Allen with the screen for Garland. That one rolling around and rims out.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Garland, another miss by Garland. Boston leading by 22. And it's White missing. Garland against Simon. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They almost lose out on that possession, but Mobley gets there just in the nick of time to finish it off.
Fires the 3. Boston again missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The Celtics shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Can he get up and finish with power?
Garland with the bucket. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Three-pointer, Simons. Again, Simons missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
A three-pointer, good.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Takes it inside.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Allen passes to Garland. Back to Allen. He answers with a dunk of his own.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Boston.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Simons.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Garland, no good. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now Cleveland moving it up. Mobley dishes to Hunter. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Outside Garland. From outside the arc. Oh, the dunk!
Donovan Mitchell.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They lead by 17. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. The Twin Towers, Mobley and Allen, the combo inside. Mitchell and Strus are out on the wings. And it's Garland in at the 1.
Johnson letting it fly in a hurry.
And Cleveland has possession, following the three-pointer by Atlanta. Here's Young. A deep three. The rebound by Allen. Garland for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young from long range drops in the 3.
Well, he's lights out when he has space. Trae Young, one of the best shooters in the league.
Garland for 3. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Yeah, great job challenging the defense by Garland. He gets positioning inside, and all they can do is foul.
Garland hits them both.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Young looking for an opening. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Young against Garland. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Garland. He's got 9. Pass to Strus. And here's Mobley. Drops in the layup for 2.
Inside Mobley is set up for success. His size and reach means the rim is right there for him.
Young from long range hits the trifecta. Young's got 6.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The drive by Mitchell, and Mitchell with the slam.
The burst and power of Mitchell on full display. This guy's incredible.
Garland against Young. On the wing, Ricochet. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And Garland gets doubled. Mobley outside. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
Young against Garland. He shoots. Young can't hit.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside Mitchell. It's stolen by Daniels. Stolen by Mitchell. In transition, here comes Cleveland. Out to Garland. Daniels against Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Out to the wing. There's Young with the three. Pure from three-point range. Young's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, so many things Young could have done there, and he called his own number.
That'll count. A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Hawks, what's your take so far?
Well, they've really been racking up three-pointers in bunches. They've been so impressive to watch.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Ricochet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trae is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. In this league, you've got to have moves and counter moves. Grant, your toolkit was pretty complete coming in.
Well, you know, I tried to keep adding to it. It's like baseball. If they're struggling to hit your heater, that changeup will work even better.
Here's Young. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Mitchell. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Outside Young. Pass to Porzingis. Stolen by Mobley. Garland with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Here's Mobley. Good efficiency. He's trained 4 out of 5. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well. And how about the skill of Ricochet? Able to outwork the contact and finish what he started.
Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night here. And out of bounds, Atlanta will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Cavaliers want Evan Mobley to rip and run. Coach Kenny Atkinson said, with him pushing it in transition, he's just scratching the surface. You see him handle the ball sometimes, and you're like, man, this guy is a point guard. B.A., back to you.
A tremendous skill level. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie. And the shot is good by Garland. Garland's got 11.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Outside Ricochet. Outside Young. Shot clock at 5. The Hawks need to get one up here. And Ricochet, the bucket, on the assist by Young. He's got 10.
Yeah, that's what Ricochet is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Mobley, right side. Pass to Mitchell. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. They kick it out to Porzingis. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Well, hey, you set Porzingis up.
It's stolen by Daniels. Outside Johnson. Right side Young. Johnson a screen on Strus. 4 on the clock. Here's Young. The rebound by Allen.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And right now, Garland is cooking. His teammates would be wise to keep feeding him.
Now here's Young. He's got 9. Young drives it in. Outside Johnson. Pass to Daniels. Here's Porzingis to the paint. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Cavs trailing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Garland. Pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Mobley. Shoots over Johnson. Releases from 15. The rebound by Atlanta. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Hawks ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been a clinic out there by Darius Garland.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
So for Cleveland right now, Sam Merrill out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Larry Nance. Then there's Dean Wade. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Pass to Okongwu. Fires from the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Yeah, Hunter has this versatility in his offensive game.
Okongwu, a screen on Ball. Alexander Walker. They get it back. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that going to get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And how about Lonzo Ball, Stan? Always roaming the passing lanes, looking to pick one off.
Well, look, B.A., he has great instinct. He knows where the play is going, and he gets there before the ball does.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed and his size can be a huge advantage.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Ball way outside. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
And that's a strong closeout defensively. Great effort to deter the shot.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Strus, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Krejci. Okongwu, a screen on Strus. Krejci, the pass to Okongwu. Kennard for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And he makes it.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Krejci. 4-3. Strus grabs the miss.
With not a defender in sight, there's no one to blame but himself.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. With the new 11-year, $77 billion TV deal kicking in this season and tons of compelling teams, the NBA is in a great place. Commissioner Adam Silver said the NBA is in as strong a position as it ever has been. Not just in my time as commissioner, he said, but in my over 3 decades at the league. Back over to you, Brian.
That's saying something. All right, thank you, Allie. Hunters checked in for Strus. To the inside, knocked loose. Kennard with it. Nance covering. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And too long on the shot.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Pass to Kennard. 3 on the clock. Picked up by Okongwu from behind the arc. It's rebounded by Wade. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Ball outside. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
Kennard on the wing. Covered by Merrill. From deep. He can't hit that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Okongwu against Nance. Pass the ball. The kick out to Nance. Knocks down the triple. And now just a 5-point Hawks lead.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce. No debate there. He got hammered.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Free throw good. Okongwu. It's both from the stripe. It's stolen. And so it's Atlanta closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead, getting lots of great looks. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, and despite his size, Young is never intimidated taking it off the dribble.
Outside Garland. On the wing, Strus. It's picked off. Daniels outside. Pass to Young. From downtown. Oh, the lethal 3-ball of Young. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Cavaliers trail by 12. Here's Garland. Money from 17 feet out.
The pull-up is lethal for guys like Garland. Just one of the fast guards in our league.
Young against Garland. Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, it's not easy to keep a shot out of Porzingis' reach. He has such long arms.
And stolen by Mobley. Inside. It's stolen by Daniels. They push it up 4 on 3. Young against Mitchell. Outside Young. Clock at 6. To the rim. Young.
I mean, look, Trae Young is getting whatever he wants. Just keep getting him the ball.
Garland fires! Allen. Oh, he rips it down off the miss.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Here's Daniels. Stolen by Mitchell. Garland. Yes, sir. Sticks the J.
And you see Garland out there running, hustling to make a play.
Now Johnson. Now Young. Johnson a screen on Garland. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Young. Showing off his agility and touch inside. Trae Young.
Yeah, you love to see that. Really solid stuff from Young in close.
Oh, it misses. The Hawks lead by 12. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Daniels. Now Young. 6 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Allen rips down the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely. Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Hawks.
Check out their assist numbers.
They didn't get stuck in isolation. They got the ball to the guys who had the best matchups.
And what a huge performance it was for Trae Young.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
From deep. Yes, sir, with the 3.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Porzingis. Fires the 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Max Strus.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you.
secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Dynamic duel of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Derek White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Inside, here's Tatum, and the dunk by Tatum.
I love that Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's White. Back to Brown. There's a good screen. Just 4 to shoot. Over Johnson. Rebound, Atlanta.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Young inside. White covering. Young, no good. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Johnson. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Pass to Rizichet. Porzingis sets the pick for Rizichet. Off a shot here. Porzingis can't hit.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Right side, Simon. And Tatum puts up a deep 3. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Porzingis kicks to Daniels. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. The rebound by Queta. The Celtics have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's White. Hits it from 3-point range.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rise and fire from 3-point, and it is on target.
Porzingis with a screen on White. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Queta's shot is off. The Hawks trail by 3. Daniels passes to Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on White. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Celtics leading by 3. Tatum deciding where to go with it. And that one is hammered home.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Young against White. Young left side. The end of the drought. Rebound by the Celtics. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball for Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Tries it from 19, and it's Boston with another.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Porzingis with a screen on White. Pass to Daniels. White against Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Puts it up from 17, and it's Simon's missing. Porzingis finds Young. Porzingis with a screen on Simon. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Boston on top, leading by 4. 2K Sports back in. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
Well, already so accomplished, Doris. Jason Tatum. As you look at the landscape of the Celtics, where is his place in that story?
Well, let's remember, Kevin, that he's still a young player, and so that history is still being written. But the North Star for the Boston Celtics is always championships, and Tatum has proven he can deliver.
The Hawks trail by 6. Here's Young. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Young for 3. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
And one thing about Trae Young, this guy has zero fear. Always looking to pull from deep.
Young with the steal. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Tatum. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Pass to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Tatum against Daniels. From about 19 feet, here's Queta. And he banks in the layup. Queta's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Offensive rebounding, a big part of the game right now. Teams love to send extras to the glass.
Young looking around. Pass to Porzingis. Lock at 6. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Simon. And he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
Outside Daniel. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction. Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Johnson's shot is off. And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Leading by 5. Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. The wide open look here for Porzingis. No good with the wing jumper. The Celtics have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. And that one's good. Tatum.
Boy, it's so clear that Jason Tatum is comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
Johnson with a screen on White. Young fires away from outside. Atlanta again missing. Now here's Brown. He's guarded close. And there's the call on Rizushek. That's his first foul. Here's Tatum. 10 points for him. Boston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so he makes both from the line. With 1 on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarters.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
They're thinking about the shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. They've got Sam Hauser. He's out there with Peyton Pritchard. And it's Boucher in at the center, filling out the middle.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Pass to Boucher. Off target from three-point range. The Hawks trail by 5. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks making a change here. Gaze checked in. Now, here's Kennard. Hauser defending. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Okongwu against Boucher. Pass to Gay. Now, here's Kennard. They set the pick. Here's Okongwu. Shot clock at 5. And that one, good.
How about the burst in that first step? Just right to the rim.
Boston leading by 3. Now, Hauser. He has yet to score. Over Kennard. Hauser misses. The Hawks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Pass to Gay. And here's Kennard. And he drives in. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
Pritchard passes to Hauser. They set the screen. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Alexander Walker with the ball. Pass to Kennard. Drops in the layup for two. Kennard's got his second bucket of the night.
Man, Luke Kennard showing the handle in the pick and roll game. It's going to be so difficult to cover him with that aspect.
Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Here's Alexander Walker. Einad pulls it in. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Count it. Now it's a 5-point Boston lead. Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And Okongwu slams it in.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. Takes the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Hauser's got 5 points so far.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Launches it. The putback. Puts the move on. And Okongwu slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Hauser. Why not? Was second chance points on the tip in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field zone. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The small and power forwards are Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Young kicks to Johnson. White against Young. A special move before the shot. Young's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Hawks. Simons surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Tatum. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Simons on the wing, guarded by Shea. Fires from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Johnson finds Porzingis. Young inside. Brown's there. A nice shot by Young.
A bad man on the offensive end. Young can really be a menace with his shooting.
White inside, defended by Young. Brown against Johnson. Brown gets it done inside.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
White against Young. Let's lose a three. Rebounded by Brown. Celtics leading by 4. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. Brown fires. That's off.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway with both bodies guarding you.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Johnson outside. Young outside. Here's Okongwu. Oh, what a finish.
You know, such a selfless player. I love how Young stays consistent in how he involves his teammates.
They set the pick. Now Simons. And they pick up the 2.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Young is double. Here's Johnson.
Oh,
You got to be kidding.
oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Brown, and there's the drive.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
And Young, and here we go. Off the glass.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Shakes him. Tatum outside. Got it to go off the glass.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
He gets them to within 1 possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Simons misses the 3. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. Johnson rips down the board.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Young against Simon. The 3 is off. And they commit an intentional foul. This is another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
He had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And that's an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
And so